Hi, I'm Sandra Jimenez, and I'm the principal of St. Peter's School.
Hi, I'm Maria Fresnosa, and I'm the Director of Academics.
Hi, I'm Ryan Suarez, and I am the Director of School Culture and Community Life.
Welcome to this brief informational video on the possibility of adopting a dual language immersion program at St. Peter's School. We're going to go over some general information that was introduced in our initial meeting, as well as bring up some topics that were brought up by parents. If you have any further questions after watching this video, please feel free to contact us using the information at the end of the video.
For some context, most of the information you will learn today was gathered by working with a partner at Boston College, Elena Sada. Elena has valuable experience working with schools in the U.S. implementing a dual language program with communities similar to ours.
What is a dual language immersion program? A dual language immersion program means that a school's curriculum is taught in 2 languages. In our case, we would move forward with adopting an English and Spanish curriculum. This means that students would learn the material in both Spanish and English.
There are a few different models to choose from when it comes to teaching curriculum in 2 different languages. A 50-50 model means that both languages are taught in the same amount of time. A 50-50 to a 90-10 means that both languages are taught equally during a student's first years at school and then transitioned to mostly one language as they progress towards 8th grade. A 90-10 to 50-50 model means that one language is taught more than another at the beginning of the student's years in school, then move towards learning both languages equally as they progress towards 8th grade. The model we decide to use will depend on more research and community input.
Here you will see an example of a 50-50 model. As you can see, kindergartners would be learning English language arts, social studies, and math in English, while learning science, religion, and art in Spanish. Their next year in 1st grade would have subjects English language arts, science, and religion taught in English, and social studies, math, and art taught in Spanish.
Why dual language immersion at St. Peter's School? As many know, St. Peter's continues to serve a large Latino population and has done so for many years. Many within our community are English language learners. Implementing a dual language immersion program builds upon students' current strengths and experiences, which has a positive impact on students' academic and social development, while also developing a strong sense of appreciation for the culture.
As many know, most of our community is composed of English language learners. A DLI program can help those students bridge the academic gap by being able to retain the academic subject in their native language instead of trying to grasp the information in a language they are not fully comfortable with. We believe that aligning our Catholic faith with this dual language immersion program is essential to St. Peter's School. The Catholic Church issued a formal recommendation to Catholic schools to protect different cultures and languages for the enrichment of the world.
Dual language immersion programs are popular for many reasons. Research shows that students benefit socially, emotionally, educationally, culturally, and cognitively from learning a curriculum in 2 languages. Moreover, research shows that students are likely to outperform their peers academically in a dual language program.
The outcome of this program, we hope to see students graduate from St. Peter's as bilingual individuals who, as this graphic shows, are more successful in different aspects of their lives. Bilingual individuals are better focused, more aware, and have better cognitive skills in general.
Here's a short video on what a dual immersion program would look like.
El mariachi. La rosa. Oh, I have la rosa.
No.
I grew up in a house where it was ingrained in us that you cannot lose your Spanish. That Spanish is a part of who you are, it's a part of your culture. And I knew down the road when I had children, they had to speak Spanish.
It helps a lot of different people besides yourself to be able to know 2 languages.
I'm able to communicate more with my cousins, especially with my grandma.
We can make other people's lives better by just having this one special trait, which is being bilingual.
We have recently seen a number of studies, and very rigorous studies, that have shown that at the beginning, children who are in English-only programs look better. They look like they're learning English better at the beginning. But what happens over time, and now we know this, is more or less around the 5th grade, that changes. And the children who've been in bilingual programs do better than the children who've been in English only and will continue to do better through high school. And then in addition to that, they have developed another language. So they're bilingual, they're biliterate. So they have not only better outcomes in English, but in 2 languages.
In America, English has been prioritized in a way that we see lots of our immigrant communities, immigrant children, English learner students actually losing their home language skills.
Erupciones, pero en inglés, eruption. Sí, así, ajá. También es un cognado, eruptions.
When you lose your home language and are instead developing a second language, there are gaps that develop. The second language never is as strong if you totally lose your home language. It's when the two are developing simultaneously and in relationship to each other that you develop the strongest possible language in literacy.
I really love the way that you're using what you know in Spanish to try to make sense of English.
According to a national survey for dual immersion schools, results show that there was a success in parent satisfaction, Catholic faith formation, staff and faculty intercultural competency, student academic achievements, and second language learning.
The next steps in implementing a dual language immersion program are more research and evaluation. With this information, we plan to create a timeline that is achievable for our school. And even after the program is implemented, we will continue to evaluate the difference the program has made in a student's academic performance.
Over the next few years, we plan to continue our research and come up with the best plan possible for St. Peter's School. Since this new program will require more funding, we will be working to raise the money needed to implement the program successfully. If everything goes as planned, we hope to implement the program for the incoming kindergarten class of 2024-2025. This means that current students at St. Peter's would not participate in this program. However, current students would see a positive change in school culture.
As we mentioned earlier, a dual language program will require more funding, so the tuition for this program will likely increase to help hire new teachers and curriculum. However, since we are still in the research phase of adopting this program, we do not have a definitive answer on tuition increase across the school once this program is implemented.
To conclude this informational video, we would like to reiterate the positive impact this would have on future St. Peter students and eventually the community. We hope you can consider this information useful and hope you can share it with the members of your community. If you have any questions, please feel free to call or email us.
Muchas gracias!